Live. Got the mics going. Are you good? Don't touch the mic, bro. Don't hit the mic, bro. Perfect.
The mic has problems. Okay.
Yeah, but it's good now. We're going.
Well, I know we're going, but I'm saying
Checking
like these are old mics.
You made it seem like they were state of the art. The last week you were like,
No, I mean they are.
They're
They
old.
are.
They're old.
They're nice. They're nice mics.
They're old.
But they're old. They're older. They're from high school, man. All right.
No one's doubting you, man. Relax.
I know. I'm just saying, like, people expect me to buy these super hella expensive things.
No one expects that of you, bro.
And have top-notch, state-of-the-art mics and $300 and these are used mics. So they're not used, but I mean I bought them brand new back in high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
you know how it be, coach.
So yeah, whenever I kind of like mess with this mic a little bit, it kind of, and then when I kind of, and then it goes.
Okay. Shout out to Rios or what?
No.
Strada.
Maybe.
Big boy Strada. Anyway,
all right, guys.
All right, let's start this.
Today is April the 16th. It is a Thursday, 2020.
Yep.
This is going to be episode number 5.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about fitness routines. Sticking to a fitness routine.
Yeah, sticking to how to, what helps us.
What's your name?
My name is Elijah, as we state every single time.
We're going to continue to state it every single time.
All right, I'm Elijah Rodriguez, and you are?
I'm Adam Trevino.
Nice to meet you.
This is the Common Ground Podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
I feel like we got a lot to talk about today. A lot.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that we're very heavily fitness influenced. Enthusiasts, coaches. Just recently got my certification for strength and conditioning.
I have my degree in exercise and sports science.
Yeah.
And I train at LA Fitness.
You're a personal trainer.
Personal trainer, sorry.
At LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you physically train.
Train people. Yes.
But you physically train and as well as train other people.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously not right now because it is
clearly
still...
we are still closed, but closed. Yeah.
Unfortunately. But that's just the position we're in right now. So
It'll get better.
I mean, let's hope so.
With time.
Let's hope so. I mean, they're saying this thing's going to go till 2022, man.
Man, I don't believe it.
2022.
It's so grim. Maybe. We hope so.
Hope so what?
Anyway, how do you
Okay. Let's just back up with this.
Let's backtrack.
So,
we're going to
yeah. There was a lot of things in my life that kind of affected going down this route. I always loved it. And it started off with going to the gym at a young age.
Like going to the gym?
Well, let me be more specific. So I would go to the gym, but I wouldn't exercise because I was too young. I was like 5th grade, 4th grade-ish.
So you like the kid club?
No, I would wait. So I was too old for the kids club and too young to work out.
Oh.
At the time I so thought, because kids can work out now, actually. The idea that kids can stunt their growth while lifting weights is not a real thing.
No.
However, there are certain precautions. That's a whole
different conversation.
Anyways, I didn't know that. I think the gym had specific rules. It was Bally's Total Fitness. So if you haven't heard of Bally's Total Fitness, that's the gym that we used to go to.
Do they even exist anymore?
No. I think I got bought out by TrueFit.
TrueFit. Jesus.
Yeah, TrueFit.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I would always go and never had the opportunity to work out. I see my brother and I see my dad work out. And they got into training because they obviously, my last name Trevino, part of the Hispanic heritage, lots of health problems. So my father, who was heavily diabetic at the time, my brother had enlarged valves in the heart.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was overweight at the time. So they both started going to the gym, started researching themselves. We didn't know a nick about training, so yeah, I would go over there. I would wait for him in the front, see him work out. I'd always want to go in there and work out with him, just because I was my brother, my dad. I was bored. Yeah. And finally, I did. As I started getting into middle school, I was able to get a gym membership. I was about 14 years old, and
See, me and you, just to cut you real quick.
I think I was 13 years old.
Yeah. Me and you have I want to tell my side because my side is way different than yours. Completely 180.
So, to kind of get down into the nitty gritty, like, we had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
But we were going.
That's a good start, though. At least you were going.
We were going.
They were going.
They were going, and then I started going. It was the routine was split up like this: 30 minutes of cardio at the beginning,
Right.
30 minutes of weightlifting, a body part every day. So we had like a chest day, a back day, an arm day, a leg day, a shoulder day, Saturday, Sunday rest. That's how it always was.
Yeah.
30 minutes cardio at the beginning, 30 minutes weightlifting after the cardio. That was
Basic,
it.
but I mean,
basic. It was
sure.
very, very basic, and that was it. But I think a lot of my fitness routine now, and even up to this, or back then up to this date, it all kind of stemmed from family health issues.
Yeah.
Diabetes, heart disease, all the sorts of things that kind of are included with the Hispanic culture, and that's kind of what inspired me and motivated me to become kind of part of a fitness influencer. So
Right.
I guess that's where I'll start right now. So for you,
Oh man.
where did you kind of?
I mean, I've been, and you, I was, so my parents never took me to a gym, bro. Never was it ever like.
It wasn't even a thought.
No, because my mom and dad didn't work out or anything, didn't give two shits about any of that stuff. It wasn't until, I'd never been to a gym
Mm-hmm.
until, I was in high school, which is wild.
What was it like? At Central's gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Our high school.
backtrack. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. I was in 8th grade when I started going to a personal trainer, but I'd never been to like a gym, like
That was
a
what
Gold's
Phil-
gym.
what Phil and
yeah,
Alan?
Phil and Alan.
Oh, you started in 8th grade
Yeah.
with those guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I've known them for like so long.
Yeah.
We're like family friends at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, man, my parents never took me to a gym. Like I'd been playing ball my whole life, and then it got to the point where my parents were like, "Yeah, I was fat, bro. I was overweight.
You were a chunk.
I was huge.
You were a chunk.
Anybody who knows me back then,
Yeah.
I was fat.
You were chunky.
But I was fat. The only reason I was decent in sports because I had a little bit of natural ability.
Athleticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
Sure.
I was fat.
Yeah.
Right. I was so fat that I couldn't even carry the football. In 8th grade, I could throw the football the furthest, but the weight limits. I couldn't carry the ball. So I had to be a fucking lineman. That's how fat I was.
How much do you think you weighed?
I weighed 150. I had to pay 148.
Whoa.
I weighed 150
In middle
pounds
school?
in 8th grade, bro. No
What?
bullshit. I was huge.
Bro, I weighed 145 at the end of my senior year at high school.
Yeah, dude, believe that.
Holy
I
hell.
definitely slimmed down. By the time.
Yeah, but just to put some perspective
Dude,
on
I
that.
was huge.
I was
fat.
okay. Well, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9", so 5'8" and a half, 5'9". So I was weighing like 145 my senior year. I was a skinny kid. I was pretty small, but to put some perspective on it, I was 5'9", 145, 148-ish
in high school. Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah, bro,
Senior year.
I was 150 in 8th grade, dude. I was fat. Anyway,
Damn.
so until
big boy, man.
and the thing was is that my parents, I had the privilege to go to a personal trainer.
Mhm.
And I look back on that time. We talked about this the other day. Like,
Yeah.
it's a privilege to go to stuff like that, and I
You
didn't
don't
take
know
it
any better.
seriously. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Shit,
Kid.
kid. I was young. I didn't give two shits.
Yeah.
I just knew I had to go, and I would cheat reps. I wouldn't take it seriously.
Mhm.
I was fat. Go eat, chocolate shakes. At
You got a
restaurants.
chicken rib.
Chicken rib like 3 times. It didn't help that at the time we were such good friends that we would go eat that shit after
Canes.
working out. Like,
Well, no,
stupid.
well, they were even eating like canes and stuff.
Yeah, but I
afterwards,
mean,
too.
yeah, they were older dudes. Like,
They didn't give a shit.
They didn't give two shits. I mean, Phil, they knew their shit, but at that time, they weren't really living that lifestyle. I think when I first met Alan was taking it still seriously because he was playing Ultimate. And
Frisbee.
I saw them play, bro. They're legit.
Yeah.
That's when he was back in like real good shape.
Right.
And Phil was already past that. Phil used to do like weightlifting competitions and all
Mhm.
that. But by the time I met them, that was over.
Yeah.
So they weren't really living a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, my fitness journey didn't really start until I think I started college, bro.
College. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I really took it seriously
Gotcha.
until college. And that was because it was a rude awakening because I thought going to this personal trainer for years
prep
on years
you.
was going to prep me for college, like for strength conditioning for college.
Yeah.
And it was awful, bro.
What
I
did
was
you do?
not. I mean, especially so in Carnival where they used to make us, and I knew, and looking back, I knew I didn't know what they were doing at the time, but now that I look back, I knew exactly what they were doing. So we used to have weights on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm a freshman I was a freshman in college, right out of high school. We didn't do any real strength and conditioning in high school, bro.
No.
Minimal, if that.
It was strength. It was resistance training.
Dude,
it wasn't
barely, though.
strength.
But barely. No weights. I think we had like weight
we
class.
had weights. We had the
but
6
not-
a.m. classes.
Yeah, but they didn't have that. Did they even have that our senior? I mean, they had that freshman year, but sophomore, junior, senior, they
No.
didn't have that.
Sophomore year they had it because I remember Tim Burns
Okay, Tim Burns. Okay.
would never go, and he
And
was a
then-
senior at the time. And then he ended up. They told him like, if you don't go to weights in the morning, it was my sophomore year.
That would have been junior year then, because he was a year older than us, so it was junior year. So then, yeah, they did have it. I guess I didn't just. I guess I was going to Phil and Allen, so I didn't go.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Anyway.
That's exactly why you didn't go, because you were going to Phil and Allen.
Exactly.
That's right.
I remember. Okay, then that's what it was. I didn't go, but they had it. Right. Anyway, so at Incarnate Word my freshman year, I thought I was ready. Right. I was like, I've been going to these trainers. Like, I was a lot skinnier then, so I was a little bit better shape,
Mm-hmm.
and they ran the fuck out of us.
It was just.
So Monday,
endurance
Wednesday,
training?
Friday. Yeah. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we did weights, which was and I'm not criticizing them, but now knowing what I know and like personally training, it was jack shit what they were doing. We didn't do anything
At UIW.
at UIW, which those strength coaches aren't there anymore. They got real strength coaches, and and on Tuesday and Thursdays we did conditioning,
Yeah.
and that was basically. We're gonna weed out the weaklings,
Yeah.
because they would run the shit. I remember we did gassers. It was like
Gassers?
sideline. It was sideline to sideline, and you had to make it in a minute. And a football sideline's pretty big. I mean, from
Was it 100 yards?
No, it was like from. So I mean, I really don't know the distance. I knew it was hard, it was long. I mean,
Yeah.
it was whatever sideline to sideline was,
Mm-hmm.
from the track meets the turf to the track meets the turf and back, and that was. Fuck, man, that was awful.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I used to cry, bro. I was a senior freshman. I would cry before I had to go. I was so like not ready for it mentally that it would like fuck me up that bad.
But you had to do it.
But I had to
You
do it,
had
bro.
no choice.
I remember I had no choice. Like I'd get there early and just like hate my life, like before I had to go.
Jesus. You want to check to see if this is actually still
It's still
recording?
going, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't stop you. It's
Okay. I just wanted to make
No,
sure.
yeah,
just
but yeah,
'cause I
so
hit it.
yeah, so long term, my fitness journey didn't really start, and it started then because then I started going to the gym with you and Koss, and we met Asim and like all those guys, and we started going.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it really.
I remember that. That was like late into like
yeah, man.
high school.
That's when it
senior year.
really started. But then that's when I started going to the gym. But like I wouldn't say I took it seriously till not too long ago.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year or two.
I kind of feel that. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. We
We
had
would
invited you to
go-
go, and we were like just fucking around,
Basic
strength
stuff, yeah.
training,
nothing real
blowing
serious.
out our chests and all sorts of crap.
Nothing too serious, but
Yeah.
But that's when I really So I wasn't even brought around it. It was kind of like you're gonna do it because of baseball, and if I don't think I played, I probably would have been obese. I would have been fat. I'm serious, man.
Jesus.
Because they would just feed me shit and like no questions asked.
Yeah, but you just eat whatever the fuck you want, or what?
Till I was getting to high school, and they were like, "Shit, if this kid's gonna play baseball, he needs to lose some weight." Like that's probably what the conversation was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so very different.
Damn.
Very different.
So I feel like at that point in time, you had no choice but to do it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Just based off of playing a sport.
Athletics, yeah.
In athletics in college.
The only reason I went was because I needed to better my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed to better your game. Like, I mean, that's
Absolutely.
basically the idea behind it.
Yeah, and then of course you hit puberty, and of course I shed a lot of that weight. But
Yeah.
Nutrition,
Out the window.
don't even
You're a
come at me
kid.
with that. No.
No. I mean, yeah. I think a lot of people where they struggle with a fitness routine.
You go ahead.
No, I'm going to say that people think that the reason they can't stick to a fitness routine is simply because they don't want to go to the gym. But I want to say that it takes it back to the fact that they're just not making progress. Because if people were making progress and they saw that they were making progress, it would basically motivate them to continue to go.
I think that, and I think that what keeps people from making progress is their diet, bro. They don't know how to eat.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't. But they'll go to the gym. There's not a problem going to the gym. They'll go to the gym, but then they don't know what to do afterwards.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so if they're not making the progress they need to make while continuing to go to the gym, because I think if you're there and you're going and you're lifting weights,
Right.
obviously besides not being fully educated on how to lift weights, it's mostly their nutrition.
Yeah.
And
no.
I will say this, because when I first started working out for the first 3 to 4 years of my life, that's the same boat as you. I didn't know anything about nutrition.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you needed to eat food to gain weight. Like that didn't. I never associated that. Like this didn't even cross my mind. Granted, I was a kid, and I was high school, but I never associated with like eating like more carbs or more calories to like put on mass. Like that didn't make any sense to me. How does this certain food equate to a certain number to add X amount of weight on my body to get stronger? Like it just didn't add up for me.
No.
All I knew is that like you gotta make sure you eat your veggies and you eat your fruits, and that was it.
Protein and carbs.
Yeah,
and fats,
have a protein
saturated
shake.
fats, and
I didn't know anything about that. It was out the window.
Yeah,
So I think not only does this sticking to a fitness routine start with fully educating yourself and you know your head like motivation mindset wise, but it starts with realizing what you need to do as well, like nutrition wise and workout wise.
Right, and we can get into motivation in a little bit, but I think another thing is people see like you go on social media and you see all these big bodybuilders for men at least, or these women that are super in shape, and it's like people think like, oh, I'm gonna start working out now, so I can look like that.
And then like a year passes,
or not even a year,
like
you give it like
months.
6 months, and you don't look like that,
and then you get pissed off,
and you get pissed and you give up.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, like you and. I'm not taking anything away from those guys because those guys have genetics that are out the ass. They just look amazing. I mean they're doing something. Or like there's guys that have been doing this for years, and you have to know that that's a 10-year body, bro, or like a 20-year body. Like Castleberry, dude's 40 and he started at like 18, man.
Is he 40?
Yeah, bro, he's
no
old.
Way.
Yeah, man, Castleberry's like 40 years old.
Damn, that's insane.
But the point is that it's taken him. He's built this. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's not something that he just like showed up and up overnight.
That's another thing I feel like that people don't understand is like they don't understand the real timeline getting in shape really takes. Yeah. Obviously, it depends on your genetics.
Oh, of course.
Big time. I feel like, and I people sometimes discredit this, but I think genetics really does play a big role in
no, people, you have to
making progress.
There's no maybe.
I've had two buddies of mine that would just eat like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Eat like shit, work out with me, and get big.
Yeah, man.
I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it.
Yeah. And
they would stay lean. They'd eat what they want. They would drink alcohol. And here I was busting ass, trying to eat as clean as possible. Maybe 50% clean. 85% clean, 15% dirty.
And you don't look like that.
And man, my body would not grow like that. I would start to gain weight. I mean, my progress was slower. They were increasing in strength, and I was just mind blown at how this was happening.
Genetics, man.
It was just genetics.
Yeah, so I think that's go back to it's like that's a big thing is your social media consumption of these bodybuilders and influencers. Like you have to know that some of these people are genetically built.
They're predisposed to getting
and looking
bigger,
like that.
leaner, stronger, faster than other people are.
And you have to know that not everyone can look like that.
Right.
But you can still be healthy.
Yeah, of course.
But you're just not going to look six-pack shredded abs. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
Well, time. I'm not even going to say that it's impossible. The odds are not in your favor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you can't do something because people can do it. But
so, amongst all of this, like, what do you feel like is like a number one way to stick to a fitness routine? Just black and white, plain and simple. Like, what comes to mind first?
Get there.
Just get to the gym.
Get to the gym,
sure.
No matter what, because I think that's a big problem.
Okay.
People don't want to go because they're like, I don't want to go to the gym. Like, I don't want to go.
Do you think people should pay for a gym membership like right off the bat and be like, all right, let's go?
Because see, that's different. Because people that have money, that $40 coming out of their account doesn't mean shit. I really don't think it does.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it with people that have money and they pay for.
And
this
they continue
shit.
to pay for a membership.
I had a friend's mom that would do that. Would pay for membership
and
and never go. And it's like, it's like $40. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, just go. Because 90% of the time, I want to say about 90%, you go and you work out, you're going to feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
I know it. Because it happens to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go, but like, just go. Just get yourself there.
Right.
That's what I think. That's the number one. Go.
I feel like that's important, but at the root of sticking to a fitness routine, you need to be educated.
True.
And
yeah, okay, I guess that would make more sense because if you just go and don't know what the hell you're doing,
right,
it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
so I feel like if you're educated on what you're doing, you're going to go in there with a plan. You're going to execute the plan. And you're going to feel good afterwards because you know that you did the right thing.
True.
And being a coach and being a personal trainer, I can attest that it's okay to pay someone to help you with these things.
At least to start. I'm not saying you have to.
Sure.
You're not saying you have to go to one for your whole life.
No,
but to get
not at
you
all.
going.
And I'm speaking, and I'm not saying this to go and like start
Promoting yourself.
promoting myself to so go and buy things from me. Hey, I'll be hell yeah, I'll be your personal trainer. That's perfectly fine. But I can say this, that if you need help and you need hands-on training and that's something you need, you can't think of that as something that you're spending money on and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
These things are investments. This is an
In your-
investment.
in
You're
your health.
paying for education on how to better yourself and become healthier,
Yeah.
stronger, not only physically but mentally as well. Because this, like I said, I keep health as the foundation of everything.
It is.
And if you're able to become healthy and live healthier and get stronger and get, have a good, strong body and health, you're able to go and kind of do that with other things. It snowballs to
a
other
healthy
things you
body
do.
leads to a healthy mind, bro.
Right. And it's a cliche thing, but it's true.
It's true.
So, I mean, I don't feel like it's a bad idea to go and reach out for help. On the flip side...
Well, no, before we get to the flip side, that's what probably scares a lot of people, too. Is they're like, I know I want to get... they
who
know...
do you trust kind of thing?
No. I know I need to do it. I know I need to go to the gym. But I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
But I know I need to start somewhere. And
And
that's
some
where...
people are kind of lazy about that, too, I feel like.
Well,
Because
it's
they
kind of
think,
an
like,
excuse.
man, I got to
They can
do
use it
all
as-
this research. And then
They can use it as an excuse. Like, well... I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
I need to get healthier. Well, yeah, you should do it. But I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So. I don't wanna go.
Exactly.
Or I don't want to be embarrassed.
Right.
And
Right.
That's
And
a,
that comes all the way down to like willpower, being headstrong,
True.
and having the conscious
just like-
ability to.
There are some douchebags out there, man. That make fun of people. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole fucked up thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to just try, man. Like,
That's and honestly, that's where I kind of had that feeling to become a coach myself
mm-hmm.
and a personal trainer myself because I always felt lost. I kid you not, for the first. I've been consistently working out for about 7 to 8 years. I think it's going on 8 years. The first 5 years, 4 to 5 years of lifting and exercising, I had no clue what I was doing.
On that, people will go. There's people that will go to the gym for that amount of time, and I think a big thing is like setting. And I know we talked about this before, like setting goals, dude. Like, what do you want? What are
Right.
you going for?
Right.
You want to lose weight? Okay, then set that. Run more cardio. You want to build muscle? Lift heavier, lift harder. But people don't know that they're going to go and knock out curls and like upper body and some lower body and leave and be like, I look the same. And it's like, but you're not working on anything in particular, just going and doing a whole bunch of different things. Like, of course you're not seeing results.
Right.
You're not targeting anything. You don't have a set goal. It's like people need, like, I think that's a whole nother thing is you need to go in there with a purpose and with a plan.
An action.
Yeah.
An action plan.
Google, research, like, okay, I want to lose weight. I want to build muscle. I want to be strong. And I can guarantee there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon help
Yes.
on Google.
I do also think that can be an issue and hinder kind of like getting information on where you should start and how you should work out and stuff because there's so much information. You can get overwhelmed by this stuff.
Very, very true.
So how do you differentiate, and this is a big problem for people, how do you differentiate who or who not to listen to or what advice to follow and what advice not to follow?
With that, I mean, that's the thing with fitness, man, is it's so, like, everywhere. It's so
different.
wide because
And so-
everyone is different, right?
Because everyone is different. Like I said before, a buddy of mine, 2 buddies of mine would eat whatever the hell they want, stay lean, and get jacked. Right? Right? They get jacked.
I've seen it too.
Yes. So, but on the flip side, here I was doing that exact thing and getting fat. And for people that don't know, I got up to 195 pounds my second year of college. My sophomore year of college, I got up to 195, and I was fat. I ate whatever I wanted. I thought that's how I was supposed to get big. No. So where do you kind of differentiate those things? And honestly, what it really comes down to is a
experiment.
lot of trial and error,
Yeah, man.
experimenting.
Yeah, you have to.
You
just,
have to
and,
find
like,
out what works for you.
And to think and it's just patience. You gotta have
I
patience.
have to
with
have
this shit,
patience,
because
man.
if you're hoping
You
that
have
you're
to
gonna
be
hop on
disciplined.
something and you're gonna get
You
sculpted.
might get lucky. You might get lucky and find out, hey, you know what? This does work for me. Holy shit,
Yeah.
I can totally eat what I want and lift, and that's all I need to do to stay lean.
I did
That's
that.
it.
I did that back when I was when I first came back to San Antonio that fall, I did that, and I lost a fuckload of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
I got real skinny. So I was running a lot, and I thought if I went to the gym every day and lifted, I was gonna be fine. But it's like it's all trial and error. It's like this, dude. It's just gonna keep going like this. That's how it works.
I remember reading something a long time ago. It was like the first year of weightlifting and training, you're not gonna know what the hell you're doing. The second year, you're gonna get some idea, but you're still not there. The third year, you're gonna be making a little bit of progress, but you're still not there. Fourth year, you're starting to make some pretty decent progress. It's good. Fifth year, you've got it down. You know what your body needs. You know what you're good at.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. It's trial and error.
Yeah.
And I think that thing affects a lot of things in life too, because you don't give yourself open opportunities to try a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And if you're only going in one avenue and trying this one thing,
right, and
you fail, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same. That's literally all of life. Like if you're not giving yourself an opportunity to try all these different things and methods of certain training, that's why tons of people give tons and tons of different advice, because they're telling people what to do based off of what works for them. That's why there's a whole bunch of different advice and different things of what you need to do on YouTube or Google. But while those things might be great, which is why ketogenic diets exist, paleo, high carb diets exist,
high fat, low carb. I mean, there's
so many of them. There's so many of them, and so, or intermittent fasting is another big one. But those are things that have worked for other people. Yeah. And the one thing they have in common is that you're in a caloric deficit, and that makes you lose weight.
Oh, of course.
But it's what works for them.
Right.
So if you're able to just flip a switch and be like, I'm going to eat low carb, no more pasta, no more rice, no more sweet potatoes, and I'm going to eat high fat, high protein, and that works for you, boom, that works.
There it is. You get lucky.
For me, no, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I like eating everything. I like having my carbs. I like having my fats. I like having my protein. You know what I mean? So, hell, even if you're freaking vegan or pescatarian or vegetarian or whatever, you follow the vegetarian diet. I mean, it's all based off of things that work for you.
Yeah.
And that's what's ultimately going to lead you to stick to a fitness routine and be patient, because that's you have to have the willpower and the patience to figure out what works best for you.
So, I mean, going on willpower, I think that, as we're talking about, different eating styles, when it comes to willpower, you also have to know, like, temptations.
Yeah.
Bad, bro.
You got to put yourself in a position to succeed.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? You can't go out and buy things that you know are going to set you back.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes down to nutrition.
Oh yeah, because I mean, there's people that will go to the store like, oh, I'm gonna eat healthy, and then they buy like one thing. I'm gonna eat donuts. Oh, that'll be it, and then they.
A bag of chips.
Just one, right? Just one.
Yeah.
It won't hurt, and that's the biggest thing with like my family, because like they'll always be like, oh, you can do this just one day.
It's one time.
Just one time. It's not gonna kill you, and I think that's the most toxic thing.
That's what's gonna put it in your mind to be like, this is okay. It's only one thing.
You're right. One time. No, dude, that's where it fucking
But that thing snowballs.
So when you have a friend that says, this one time won't kill you, don't listen to him, because it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
It's gonna get you every single time, because then it'll be one time, and then it'll be just this one time. Oh, but just this one, twice, dude. Twice isn't gonna kill you.
Right.
No, it will. It will destroy it. It'll kill it. You have to be strong to say, you know what, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And
if you are a guy with them or girl that has really good genetics, and you're able to do that, and you know your body.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
I don't think that lasts forever.
It doesn't. Almost for most people, that's a whole different conversation. But it just depends on what you can do and what you're able to take in sometimes.
True.
So, if you know that one thing's gonna snowball into other times of you eating bad, then maybe you shouldn't do it. On the flip side, if you know that you're really, really good, and you're like, this is my birthday, obviously, like, hey, that's cool, that's fine, whatever. For me, I think a really, really, really good opportunity for people to do and try is filling your fridge with things that are only healthy.
Yeah.
So that way, like, you have to eat that to survive.
Right. It's like and I'm going to kind of extreme here, but it's like, if you're trying to not drink alcohol, you're an alcoholic.
And you're not going to buy alcohol.
You're not going to buy. Are you going to keep alcohol in your house?
Right.
No.
Right.
Like, that's a whole concept.
Right. So I feel like the same concept should apply to this. Like,
Of course.
if it's out of sight, it's out of mind,
Right.
kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention, especially for younger people like me, like, or for both of us, it helps save money
Yeah.
because you're not going out to eat as much. You're not going out to buy or pick up or
Well, I was
whatever.
telling you the Chick-fil-A thing was like
yeah, the
tough
Chick-fil-A
for me,
down the
man.
street, man. It's
So
easy.
I was like, I have the Chick-fil-A and like the app. You can just go on the app and just order your food and snap it
And
with
then spend
fingers.
money.
Well, then I'm gonna spend money and then I'm eating like shit.
Right.
And it's like can't like delete the app. Get rid of the temptation to just order that when you're
Exactly.
tired and you don't
That's
want to
going to
cook.
put you in a position to succeed, man.
Yeah, man.
Ultimately, it's going to put you.
You know what? They used to say that you could like if you have a temptation to just smell the food but don't eat it.
No, I heard you take a bite of it and then you drink water. You heard that one?
No.
You ever heard that?
I heard you smell it and then you eat something else that's good for you and it goes away.
Well, no, there was that thing on Vine where people were smelling burgers and then eating apple.
Yeah, that.
Remember that?
Yeah, and it was like it works. It works.
It works. It tastes like a freaking Big Mac. No,
No, it doesn't.
stop.
That's soft. Just don't eat it.
Just don't eat.
Just don't eat it.
Yeah.
But see, that comes into your mindset, like how, like, you know, how much willpower do you have to not do that? Because
Yeah.
people will give in real quick because it's easy.
Yeah.
Take the easy route because your mind's telling you you don't want to go through all. You got to prep the food. You got to cook. You got to do
Yeah.
all that. You got to clean the dishes afterward. It's
Right.
a whole.
It's a
whole
process, man.
process, right? And they're like, man, but I could just go to Burger King, get a
Yeah.
burger, and throw away the trash. Be
Another
done.
thing that people need to realize is that they're not alone.
No, yeah, people like their friends or roommates will be like, I'm gonna go get a burger. You want one? Nah, I'm good. And it's like, fuck. I don't want one.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But it's like, what you're going through, somebody's going through probably down two. If you live in an apartment, probably 2 doors down, there's probably somebody doing the same shit.
yeah,
Struggling.
exactly. And it sucks when you feel like you're alone in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is also why, hey, if you have a buddy of yours who's trying to get healthy too, like, it's great to inspire one another to stick to a healthy, nutritional lifestyle as well as a fitness routine. Like, have a buddy and workout partner to go with. Like,
And that,
that's setting yourself up for
right, for
success.
success. But on the flip side of that, there's a whole nother flip side of that. There's gonna be people that you want to help and like you can't.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
I mean, it's just who you surround yourself with, man. Honestly.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother
It comes
thing.
down to who you surround yourself with. If you have people telling you to eat this, eat that, try this, baking cakes at your freaking house, like you're gonna struggle. You're gonna have problems.
Well, I mean, I just we used to have a friend. You can tell them till you're blue in the face. Hey, you really shouldn't do that. Like, eat this instead of like, don't go out and do
Yeah.
that stupid shit. And they do, and like they'll fix themselves for what?
Right.
A week.
Right.
I had a friend like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need help. I need all this help. You go through and you help them out. They go for a week, and then a week later they're at some fast food place, Wingstop or
Right.
something, and it's just like, and that comes down to this: if you don't have the, and if you're trying to help somebody out, it's a different story. But it's like if you're gonna invest so much time and energy to help this person, and they can't
Mhm.
invest the minimum to help themselves,
Right.
you gotta let them go. Dude. I mean, just like, and if you're really dedicated to this, you gotta.
It's
just
got to
let
come.
it- you gotta let it
Ultimately,
go.
it's got to come from within.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people are like, "I'm gonna get healthy at the beginning of the year,"
Yeah.
and it's all facade,
And they go for a
bro.
month and- or
then they
2
quit
weeks
because
and
they don't really
done.
want it. It's like a
No.
fad to get.
But they know
this
that they
year.
need it.
No, they think they need it. They don't want it.
But no, I'm saying they know they need it deep down, which is why they constantly go back and back and back and back
Mhm.
instead of consistently staying on it. And the consistency part is what kills people.
I mean, you've had it, man. You've had the people that, and I've had it too. Friends are like, "Oh, what are you doing, man? Like, give me a workout, write them a workout,"
Mhm.
and you're like, "Hey, how'd it going? Oh man, I've really fallen off." And then 3 months later, they're back. Hey, can you like write me another? And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, get out of here.
Yeah.
Stop."
It
figure
really has to
it-
come
Yeah.
from developing willpower
Oh,
in
yeah.
yourself. And no, it's not easy.
No.
I struggle with it even
Oh, dude,
being
I
a coach
that's
now.
daily. I struggle with eating healthy, dude.
It'll never
go.
it doesn't get easier. The workouts never get easier. The nutrition never gets easier. And the point of it never getting easier is for you to continue to grow.
That's
Because if you continue to do exercises that are continuously easy every
Yeah.
single day, you're not going to grow.
no,
So it's always going to be hard.
getting outside your comfort zone, bro.
Yeah, you have to get outside your comfort
And
zone.
that's like that
and
one time we
feeling
were
some
talking
sort of pain
about
and
like
uncomfort.
that's that one time we were talking about the thing like the mind will take you down the easiest path and you should stop. You don't want
Right.
that. And you have to surpass that, man. You have to beat that,
Yeah.
because that's when change is made.
Right.
And
Exactly. Exactly.
I hate using the term, but like people are soft, bro. They don't want to feel that because it's
Yeah.
hard.
Most people don't.
No, I love it. I've grown, and you learn to love it.
In a sense,
You
yes.
do, because when I run, I like to hit that spot where you're like dying, and then
Right.
you go harder.
Right.
But you have to. It's a process to get to that point.
Oh, of course, it takes years.
It takes years
man.
to you feel that coming, and you're like, "This is it.
Yeah.
Hey, I love this. This is what I'm doing this for."
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have a goal in mind.
Right.
So it's like if you have a goal in mind and you're burning calories, like let's say you're trying to lose weight and you're running a lot and like you're getting tired, but like you're pushing through, like that's a great feeling because it's like I'm on track to this bigger thing that I'm trying to do.
And what makes it even better is the fact that you're keeping track of your progress.
Right. That's big.
That's big.
Writing down your stuff.
Writing down your things. Writing down like that's another part of putting yourself in a position to be successful. Like if you're constantly tracking what you're eating, right? You're tracking your weights, your workouts, and how much you're lifting every week. You're tracking your body weight. You're tracking pictures from a month ago. If you take pictures like selfies in the mirror, I always encourage people to take pictures of themselves because they'll see 2 or 3 months later down the road, wow, I actually did freaking lose weight, man.
Check it out.
And that kind of goes back into like weighing yourself every single day. Like you may see the scale the same exact way it is, like the same weight every single day for 2 or 3 months, and people are like, holy shit, I'm not making progress. But for beginners, like you have to realize like you're adding muscle mass and losing weight at the same time. So what's going to happen? You're going to stay at the same weight. That's getting into the nitty gritty details. Of course. But
I mean, it's just
that's
like
part of being knowledgeable. That's part of being educated on these sorts of things and getting educated first and foremost before going into a routine. And that's, you can either do that yourself and take the time and the effort to put in the research and the time for you to learn these things and see what works best for you, or you can go and hire a coach and hire somebody to get more hands-on. Some people just need that. What did you call it?
You should
accountability.
So it's like they can't hold, and this is not a bad thing.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
Because people need this. This is a real thing.
This is why personal trainers exist.
Yeah, it's like you want to go to the gym, but you just know yourself, and you know that you cannot. You're just that kind of guy, and it's like you need that extra push.
Yep.
If you go and hire a personal trainer. Sometimes it's more of an accountability thing. Like, I'm not holding myself accountable. Now I'm accountable to somebody else, and he's counting on me to be here and put in the work.
Not only that, but also being, like, in a group setting and working out with other people. Like
that's more of a competition thing, man. It's like, oh, fuck, that guy's getting after it.
Yeah.
I need to get after it.
You got to put yourself in an environment that like, putting yourself in a position in an environment for you to ultimately succeed.
Yeah.
And that comes down to whatever works for you. Like, for me, I think working in a group setting is great. Do I need a personal trainer? Not necessarily. No,
not now.
I took the time, but even back then, I took the time to research, and I wanted to learn myself. I didn't have money to spend on people, so for me, like that was out of my reach. I had to research and learn on my own, work out on my own, and figure out what works best for me.
Right.
And then later on, obviously, study for it.
It became a whole other thing, but
that was what I needed to do. But for others, like if you need that accountability and you need someone to help you out with it, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
That's why those people exist. That's why these jobs exist. For people to go and reach out to.
I think that's more of a thing. It's an accountability thing,
right?
For sure. So it's like if you need somebody to be on your ass, like, and I think that you need to find the right person because not everybody's personality type is going to work for you.
No.
Like,
I think,
okay too. And I'm not dissing Phil and Alan by any means. Those guys are smart and they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But maybe that wasn't who I needed at the time because they didn't really push me. We were more friends than anything. Like I needed somebody to be on my ass because I would cheat and I wouldn't do it and like I was just a piece of shit. But
I'd fuck around all the time.
I'd fuck around all the time. We'd take VP instead. Like it was just stupid shit like that. And it's like maybe I needed something a little different. But I mean, it ended up working out. We're all good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not holding any resentment towards
it. No, I mean, why would I know? Because towards the end of my college career, we were actually getting some shit done.
Right.
I just wasn't taking it seriously. It's more of a personal thing. And like you have to be real with yourself and be like, hey, I want to be here. Yeah. Because if you don't want to be here, it's same thing with like I'm not like trying to be drug use in here, but like people that want to go to like rehab, you can go to rehab as many times as you want if you're being forced to be there. Unless you're like, I have a problem, I want to fix this. Right. You're not going to get any progress. Same with fitness, man. If you want to be there and you're going to put in the work, you'll get the results. Yeah. But you're going to get out what you put in. And that's a big thing. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's not, you can't sit here and think that you're the only person with these problems, and you're not able to dial in on the nutrition or the fitness or the workout aspect. Like there are millions of people in the same exact position as you, and you gotta really see and determine whether or not you're going to be the guy or the girl that's going to really push themselves past that point. Like that's it. It really just comes down to getting out of that tired and lazy mindset
and then ultimately putting yourself in a position.
That's the other thing, man. It's like, a lot of the people, especially people we're probably talking to, normal 9 to 5 people, and sure, right now, very different, society.
Very different situation right now.
But if you were to
obviously.
put it into a regular, like, let's say in a couple months we go back to normal,
Mhm.
and you're gonna go to the office you have to be there at 9. A lot of people go to the gym in the mornings or in the afternoon.
Right.
It's like you have to tell yourself when you wake up. Let's say you wake up at 5, and you're like, "Hey, man, I don't want to go to the gym at 5:30."
Mm-hmm.
Just get there. Like, I promise you. Like, I used to do the same thing. Like, just get yourself up and just go.
Right.
Because number one, you start the day off on a great note, dude. Like,
Mhm.
you put in this work, you feel great, you feel energized,
Yep.
you put everything into it. Now you start your day,
Yeah.
and you start up here rather than like, oh, I did. And for me, it's a little different because it would eat at me if I don't follow through
Right.
or something now. But that's a whole nother thing.
And then on the flip side, like for me, I'm different.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't wake up and go to the gym early.
Yeah.
That was just something that didn't work for me. Like
Yeah.
I would go to work and look forward to going to the gym. That was
Yeah,
what my
that got
that's
you
what
through the day.
my reward was. It got me through the day. It's like I'm gonna go to the gym afterwards.
Yeah.
And obviously like I'm up to the point now where I enjoy going to the gym because I know what I'm doing. I'm educated, and I'm making progress.
And you have a goal, so you
And
know
I
what
have
you're
a
working
goal.
towards. Right.
Exactly. And so ultimately, like that gives me so much motivation. Like I know what I need to do. I am educated. I see myself making progress, and I'm putting myself in a position.
You want to know what's interesting?
To make
And that you're
progress.
saying that, and like people are like, oh, I don't know where to start, dude. I'm learning this whole thing that I'm trying to do now. I'm learning something new. Every damn
this
day,
podcast
bro.
is an example of
that
getting up, doing it, and learning.
bro. But this whole thing of me running a marathon, we're literally sat here on the couch the other day and researched.
Oh, that too, yeah.
We researched for like an hour on
Yeah.
how to eat for this. Like I'm learning something like, and I've been lifting weights for and like I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing now, but like I'm going into unknown territory
It
trying to
applies
something.
to so many different things.
And it's like, just so if there's somebody out there that doesn't know what to do, I'm like, yeah, I'm right there with you, man, because I'm trying to figure this other thing out.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I didn't even think about that till like I'm legit researching every morning what people eat,
You're
how to
doing it.
lift, what to work out. Like
Because you
I'm-
were under the impression that you were going to be doing some sort of certain training now, and then
Yeah.
since you have different goals,
yeah,
you need the different.
it's
research.
switching. Yeah, it's switching. We used to be on the same regimen. Now I'm like, no, I got to change it up.
Yeah.
And I'm
that's fine.
I'm experimenting a whole bunch of different things with my
Mhm.
diet, my workout regimens, with what I'm doing in the mornings. Like, so
Yeah.
it happens. You're gonna change.
Style
you're
of
gonna
training.
shift.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to restart the process all over again.
Yeah.
So it does happen to everybody. I didn't think with it.
Yep.
It's crazy, but I mean,
It's a totally
Wow.
normal thing, and that's what it takes.
yeah, it
That's
does.
what it takes.
I mean, it takes time and effort.
Yep.
Because you put in effort, you get. That's the thing with this, man. Like, okay, with weightlifting and fitness, you don't need talent, bro.
No, you don't.
You don't. And that's a missed thing. I mean, there's
You
clearly
just need
people.
to be driven.
There's clearly people out there that are good at this and they use it as they compete and they do all this. It's like, damn, but like those guys are different. But like with lifting or running or being physically fit or like just being healthy,
Mhm.
it takes no talent.
Yep.
Just effort. You just have to try and give it
Yep.
like everything that you have, and you'll be just fine.
Right.
That's all it takes.
That's why I always recommend people
It's like,
start exercising early
Yeah.
on, because it really, really sets a
Translate.
foundation
Yeah, translate.
for other things that you do in life.
Yeah.
Everything, because if you're able to put in that physical effort
Mhm.
and really push yourself to do it, you can dive deeper and like
Into-
apply that to so many different
dude,
things.
It'll go to your work. It'll go to your friendships. It'll go to your family.
All
it'll go to your
sorts of
values.
stuff. Everything. I feel like it's like it's such the perfect
Dude, that-
foundation for everything.
True point. I used to like slack on my work all the time, and it's like ever since I started really busting my ass, it's like you're gonna bust your ass there, but not bust your ass here.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't translate. It's like
Yeah.
how are you gonna bust your ass and slack
One
here?
place and not in the
It's like
other.
no, because then it's just gonna keep.
They all
you're just
coincide
gonna
with
bust
each
your
other,
ass
so-
everywhere. You're just gonna keep going hard everywhere
Right.
you go. That's a true thing, man. That actually happens. That's,
Yeah.
That's
I
100%.
totally-
We're not
I-
full of shit. This is
No.
real, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean there's so many different avenues and different ways you can approach sticking to a fitness routine. You know, these are some of the ways that we've done it,
Mhm.
and that's okay.
It works, but like none of this might work for you. You got to go a different route.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
That's totally fine. And yeah, it's gonna take some time to figure out who you are,
Mhm.
what you enjoy, what style of training you enjoy, what kind of goal you're gonna work towards.
Oh yeah, there's thousands of different ways you can.
Because
train.
you can just sit here and be like, I want ripped six pack abs.
Well, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, like-
yeah, that's not realistic.
No.
What are your real goals? Like, what are you trying to
Right.
get?
And then that goes into the point to where like you can't compare yourself to other people
Mm-mm.
and where they're at.
Oh man, you can't, because that guy might be genetically
God.
better than you.
And I'm victim of that. I'm like, damn, like how does this guy make, and, you know, and it just ate me alive. It ate me alive. Like I'm like, why am I comparing this person? You know, why am I comparing to this person? And it just didn't make any sense.
No.
And then I would look back and see my progress photos, like, holy crap, I've come a long way. I've made progress myself, and that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of the progress that I made on my own, and not compared to other people.
Fitness is you versus you, bro.
It is, man.
Absolutely. It's
1000%.
not you versus somebody else, because you'll never, y'all are going like this. It's just
the
never
ultimate test of,
it's
like,
you versus you, bro.
Yeah, it's just like the ultimate test, because man, I think just like that physical push that you have every single day to get better is just
you know, man, you just have to make the choice every day to be better.
Yeah.
You have to wake up in the morning. If you go in the morning, if you go in the afternoons, you go after work.
Have a routine too.
You have to look at yourself, man. Like, do you want to get better today? And fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's so simple, but it's so not simple.
Right.
But
and even then, like, even if like you're in a household where other people don't have any clue how to exercise or do anything, like, be that motivation for others to go too. Like, if that's what your goal is, and you're going to do that, I feel like for me, like, that's how I got my parents, my brother, and my mom to really get back in. Well, because they had stopped after what I was talking about earlier. When I would go, like, in middle school or high school, they would go or whatever, and they stopped. They lost a lot of weight, and then they stopped for like the longest time. And then obviously I got into this, and it was a product of me, like, trying to get them to go back.
Right.
Because they started having health issues again.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're training in your household, and you're the only person training in your household, like, be that motivation for others.
You know, man, and this is kind of off topic, but not really. So I'm reading that sleep book, and you know, being obesity and, like, not sleeping is wildly intertwined, and not being physically
Gotta get
fit.
your rest at night.
Dude, sleep.
Yeah.
It's so off topic, but please sleep.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is off topic at all.
Because people like to stay up all night and then wake up early, and, like,
that's a product of putting yourself in a position to be unsuccessful.
Right.
If you're getting rest every night and you're fresh and you're ready to go, you're
on
gonna be
top
successful.
of, like, not sleeping is linked to Alzheimer's disease, diabetes,
all sorts of different
all
things.
kinds of health issues. Like, so sleep.
What's the name of the book?
How We Sleep, How You Sleep.
Who is it by?
I don't remember the guy's name. It's a PhD. Hold on. That's a great book. Yeah, I love that book, bro. And, like, you already know, like, sleep.
I will say this: when I was cutting weight, cutting fat,
by Matthew Walker.
Matthew Walker.
How We Sleep.
Okay.
Eye-opening on the problems of people, because he was like, because they put these two people in these different sleep areas. Just long story short, the people that slept didn't have the urge to eat fattening crap, and the people that didn't, or the people that did sleep didn't. People that did gained weight over, like, 30 days.
No, I believe it. 1000%.
Because they were, like, more drawn to eat sweets,
right,
and trash, because it was like, I'm sluggish and I don't want to get up. Sleep.
Yeah.
And it's just a healthy lifestyle.
That makes a lot of sense. And I will say this: whenever I was cutting fat, when I was 195 my sophomore year of college, and I was cutting fat, the most weight that I would lose would be the morning after getting really, really, really good sleep.
Well,
because your body is metabolizing.
Right, at night you're metabolizing so much, and people are like, "Oh, like, the less you sleep." No, dude, sleep more.
And a product of you exercising daily will make you tired enough to where you want to go to sleep.
And you metabolize more at night. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So yeah, it's a whole bunch of different things, a whole bunch of different factors that really, really narrow down to sticking to your fitness routine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of different things. So there's a lot of ways to approach it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different avenues of approaching this thing, and I really think it goes down to really just educating yourself and putting yourself in a position to succeed by being educated on what you're doing and setting goals.
And be consistent.
Yeah.
Stay consistent.
Yeah, consistency is what's going to make the progress, but being educated and putting yourself to be in a successful spot will create consistency. And with that, I will say, like, if you're listening to this podcast, go ahead and give us a follow.
If you have questions, especially for health stuff, man,
of course, yeah, and I run a primarily fitness-based Instagram, and people reach out to me all the time. I am a strength coach, and I've been in your shoes if you're looking to make progress and you're stuck in a spot, you're plateauing, whatever it is, maybe. Don't be afraid to reach out, you know. There's lots of questions out there. I mean, lots of problems that people have. And, you know, I make sure to post things that are relevant to people that are struggling or need some information on how to get better in terms of their health or their fitness. So, yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, ask questions, DM us, comment below. And we'll help you out. I mean, that's my job. That's why I chose this profession. So, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to research and take the time to research. And if you got questions or if you need to hire somebody, do that. Mm-hmm. Research about that coach and hire that coach. If you want to hire me, then do some research on me.
Do your research, because you don't want to hire some meathead.
Yeah, you don't want to hire.
Who's going to say bench squat biceps and think you're going to get huge, and that's stupid. And there's plenty of those guys out there. So please do your research.
Do your research and
please
kind of figure out, like, you know, hey, this guy's authentic. This guy's good.
Certifications, degrees, like look into it.
Yeah, if they have their knowledge and their certifications in place and they know what they're doing, then do that.
Yeah.
And with that, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Tuesday, Thursdays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, man. We got videos going. We got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Here pretty soon. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Follow us at the Common Ground Podcast. On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Got TikTok now. Yeah. We'll be posting some videos on TikTok. We're not big fans of TikTok, but
we will post on there.
Or we're gonna post on there. We got some.
Gary Vee says it's great to do so.
Yeah. LinkedIn. We'll have to start a LinkedIn.
No, stop.
No, we're doing LinkedIn.
Oh God.
LinkedIn will come soon. I'll also run my fitness page, Balance Fitness and Performance. Give us a follow there. I got some free ebooks available on my website if you want to follow bodyweight ebooks, especially during the quarantine. I will be releasing a full ebook here pretty soon. Full 30 days of bodyweight. So I'll post about that. You can check that out if you want to. And yeah, comment below. Give us some messages. Give us some love. Yep. Give us a like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.